Well, I've noticed you kind of have this hobby horse on your channel. This is kind of another aspect of the witnesses here, where you comment on a trend in the United States. Like we're all familiar with card crashing, right? That is prior to COVID-19, of course. Well, there are a number of videos out there where people more or less stalk and film witnesses, but only while they're out in their public witnessing. Uh, why does this trend fascinate you so much?
Well, it fascinates me because of the motivation behind it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all done on camera. Um, and there seems to be this underlying motivation to put it out there for shock value, to get likes and stuff like that, more than it is about either helping the Jehovah's Witness or whatever their intention is. In fact, if anything, it does the opposite. It makes it, if I was a witness and it was to happen to me and I was on a card, I just think, okay, well, this is what we've been told is going to happen. We're going to be persecuted like this, and I don't think like I'm not into the idea of embarrassing people. And it kind of that's what it can do at times, especially when you're making a scene in public and there's other people walking past. That's I don't know. That's not nice. I don't get into that. And there's quite a bit of deceit that's behind a lot of it, where they
Mm.
come in and they won't sort of say it straight up. Hey, I'm a former Jehovah's Witness. So I'd like to ask you a few questions, because sure enough they think they're going to get knocked down straight away. But I think that approach is much better than the one where it's no, watch out, aren't you guys? Yeah, you guys go around knocking, like where people just plead ignorance to knowing anything about them. I just that whole thing is cringy for me. So yeah, that's the only reason. I mean, I do like to watch them sometimes. It's kind of like I'm only human. It's a little bit like a train wreck, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Um, but certainly something I couldn't do. I mean, I speak to the people at the carts here in St Kilda, you know,
Oh, do
quite
you?
often. And, yeah, man, and I'll tell them straight out. It used to be Joe's Witness, and you know, and I understand where you're coming from. I understand the mindset that you've got and stuff like that. But and they're great. I mean, I think Australian Jehovah's Witnesses are a little more lenient with ex-Jehovah's Witnesses than they are, or they seem to be in the States anyway.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't like the approach where, you know, there's a particular YouTuber who studied with a witness, you know, and as a apostate, and recorded the whole study with the witness. And I just thought that was like that's telling about you as a person, really. And I don't know. It's just a lot of people like it. I don't. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not particularly crazy about it myself. I I even with the cart crashing, there are times because we before COVID-19, of course, uh, they're quite visible here in Victoria, BC. And I almost feel bad enough that I don't want to go up and talk to them to convince them of anything. I want to go up to them and give them a nice experience where they play something with me. Just
Yeah,
because it's like, everybody's got to have their soapbox or their thing, that this is how I'm making the world a better place. And
yeah,
that's I almost feel that level of pity for them that, because you've been out in the ministry, you know what it's like in the freezing
yeah,
cold and in the blistering heat to knock on doors and nobody really cares, because it's some
yeah.
mop up work up here, like, yeah. And I think that this concerted effort to embarrass those who are believing witnesses, like that's just bad form.
Yes, yes, and I mean they've been there themselves, so they understand more than
Yeah.
anyone how that would feel. So yeah, I'm totally with you. Bad form.
Hey guys, did you like this video? You know what to do. And if something I mentioned today resonated with you, click one of them cards on this screen. I have lots of related content sure to interest you. Thanks as always for your views, and we'll see you next time.